Hey, y'all, come in and join us.
We have a barbershop today from Soappalooza.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you two.
They would. And for our mention today, I got Marcus these candles for Christmas. They're from Dio Candle.
You've seen these go by on your Facebook feed, and she got me the two I was most curious about. Hot Pretzels, which we all know is Wetzel's Pretzels, and Video Store, which we all know is Blockbuster. This is the one I was curious about the most. It does give me the sense of like a place, but it's kind of done with patchouli, and it's kind of done with a little bit of a sweet popcorny note, but it is lovely. Definitely takes my imagination back to those old Video Store days.
I was going to read the little scent notes because they wrote them.
Please do.
They wrote the scent notes as popcorn, carpet, and VHS, y'all.
There you go. And here's why I love this one. This is the cinnamon sugar pretzel. No mustard in here. And you get mostly cinnamon and sugar first. It's got a little bit of a doughy sense under the surface, but I don't think I'd know this is pretzel. I think I would just call this cinnamon sugar, but I love it.
It's much sweeter, much more gourmandy than you were getting like the dough of the pretzel, but it totally smells like when you're walking in the mall and you smell that from like 5 stores down and you're like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to go get one of these now. It works.
I love these. Thank you, sweetheart. The Christmas one is awesome. It smells like cherry cola. Yes. And what is our soap today?
We have the barbershop that they're bringing out from Soappalooza, Clip Joint. Let's meet him.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at soappalooza.store.
Barbershop Shave Soap. Step into the chair and let tradition take over. Our Barbershop Shave Soap is a tribute to the golden age of grooming, where hot towels, straight razors, and crisp conversation ruled the day. Think vintage barbershop meets upscale lounge. Refined, nostalgic, and effortlessly cool.
I'm a little nostalgic, but I'm not refined or effortlessly cool. I'm hoping maybe this can help me out a little bit.
And y'all, this was a gift from Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves, which makes this even cooler.
And Soappalooza themselves, y'all. They shipped a box to Barry and it got hopelessly lost, like for a long time. So they sent out a replacement. Well, lo and behold, in the back of a post office in Sheboygan, they found the box and Barry sent it on to us for free to review.
Buddy.
So thank you, Soappalooza, and thank you, Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves. Let's open the box. So you did not see El Ombre leather? Oh, I wonder if that's an ombre leather.
Oh, probably.
Homage. You did not see the 5th Accord, but we have heard good things about that one. You are here for the barbershop. Oh, wait, there's a splash. I saw the barber pole colors out of the corner of my eye. Thanks, y'all. I didn't know this came with a splash. Well, y'all, there's no line at this barbershop, so have a seat in the chair and come along with us for a first impression. My beloved just let me know I'm wearing this way too often on the show, but spring training is coming up and this is gonna be the year.
It's clearly his favorite shirt, y'all, but he does wash it.
All right, here we go, taking it in. Ooh, this is a little thicker of a container than I'm used to, and I like the green.
like the fun color, yeah. You know right away when you look on the shelf.
Okay, there's the soap.
Okay.
There's the pour itself.
See what kind of barbershop?
Here we go. We
Vintage meets new, I think it's
barbershop experts around here, especially after our barbershop month a couple of years ago. We were shocked how many were similar. We do know that EO Crafters oil is used in a few of them. You could check the thirstybadger.ca site for those. But I am told this has got a few new nooks and crannies in there. So let's see what we find here. Here we go. It's new.
Oh.
It's new. They started over. Y'all, I do not know this barbershop at all. It's a little bit citrusy, but not a lot. It's super clean. I think my nose is automatically trying to figure out how this is different than Sterling, and it really is. Powdery sweet, but in the chalky talky kind of line of things. This is a barber powder and maybe a vintage one, not a baby powder, and I love that.
Yeah, a lot of the gents aren't a fan of that baby powder sweet side.
Right?
So.
Something rocky, something citrusy, then sits underneath that powdery note, so it's a gentle, clean citrus, reminiscent of something medicinal, maybe even something beautiful they cleaned the floor or the counter with that had some citrus in it. Not generally the first thing that's going to jump out at you, though. Y'all, this is hard to do. The vibe this is presenting is not really giving away its scent notes. It's creating a whole new thing. I feel like this is a place where I'm going for the first time. The scent is somehow familiar, but I've never smelled it before. What a lovely, clean, crisp barbershop this is. Hold on. It's like where powder meets granite.
Okay,
like there's a white, cold stone in there, and then something like lemony from your tea on the counter. It does present sweet, but it arrests that sweetness right where you'd want it to. So I think like as sweet as a bergamot gets, that's where this stops. But it's plenty sweet to be a masculine delight. Wow. If you could imagine a granite sort of powder that climbs up so high it almost becomes smoky, that's the first half of this. And then that's met with the sweet citruses on the other side. I don't even sense patchouli in here. This is not like a tobacco sort of leathery barbershop at all. Go see Happy Land for that.
So much cleaner, much brighter.
Absolutely. Those are perfect words for this. My dad used to be a member of the Mira Vista Country Club, and they had equity memberships. So you had to like buy part of the club just to be a member.
Right.
I was barely let in to the place. You had to have like a jacket and stuff. This kind of reminds me of what the club room smells like. So when the guys come off the golf course and they're getting their suits back on and they're putting on their hair stuff.
Back to real life,
all of that. Love it.
But not like Clubman.
No, no minty, nothing green like Clubman Scott, none of those kind of things. But this is an executive barbershop. And trust me, I wore a 3-piece suit for way more years than I wanted to. And you know, at the same time, it's beautiful and clean and soapy. And I used to go into Sephora and say, what have you got that's clean and soapy that's not like a freshie? Right. This is gorgeous. And y'all, this is a giant divergence from any barbershop we have smelled before. So you can search our thumbnails. I do not know this, and I am so glad I do, because I can almost sense the lane that was open that this is filling. And not floral at all. Okay. But it stops right before it gets there, if you know what I mean.
How masculine barbershop?
It's not. It's a place. It's a room. Okay. It may not even be like a real place. It might just be like a barbershop-y dream somewhere. I kind of get the sense that it's like Michael J. Fox's executive barbershop from The Secret of My Success movie. That kind of thing, but without any kind of cologne-y hit. You're not getting Aramis out of this. This is just the barbershop. It makes me think of a tweed coat. So if green Irish tweed was not green nor Irish, this might be close. There's a lot going on in here too, y'all. The sophistication level on this, apologies, Lee Noons, is off the scale.
They don't list the scent notes on there, so it's sort of just to our noses to maybe kind of figure it out.
Well, let's see. Love, acceptance, security, dapperness, the roof of the Empire State Building. There's some lovely scent notes, actually, I'm finding.
I know it kind of said it could be a vintage or a current kind of a thing. Are you being taken somewhere?
You know what's funny? I'd say this is about 80% absolutely fabulously modern. Okay. But there's 20% of something that was a little bit ubiquitous in some of those aftershaves in the 40s and 50s, the early ones. Yeah, something sagey, something grassy that's super old and traditional, and the rest of it is being built with modern stuff. I'm excited to see where your nose is going to go.
Me too. I'm curious.
But I'm adoring it. It is rocketing to the top of my favorite barbershops list.
How cool is that? All right. Well, thanks, Barry and Soapalooza. My goodness.
Totally take it in. See what you get.
Oh, it's a little darker of a pour, actually. Right. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, you're right. It is new for us. My brain is like finding parts of it that are familiar, and then the rest is new. At first, I thought I got something that was approaching like minty, herby, kind of what you were talking about. But then right when you think you figure that out, it switches and goes into like a clean, like blue talky thing for me. Right. So not quite the white countertops like you were mentioning. I'm still getting like the little bottle with the blue liquid. Right. It's not what that actually smells like, but that's the color that I was given. There's something in it that kind of approaches the blue barbershop that we kind of call like a 345. There's a few other ones. It approaches that, but that's maybe like a quarter of this scent. The rest is completely different for me.
Yeah, I didn't sense that in there at all.
Oh, funny. There's something about this that's a little warmer. It's not so clean that you don't want to touch things. Like, it's been in the family for a while, but there's something about it that's still new and shiny. It's just not so new you can't touch it. Like, there's some love, there's some tradition that's still coming through with the barbershop side of it. So where my brain was expecting this to be like bright, white, super talky, super soapy, there's something that's actually a little charming in here that's a little warmer. Yeah. I don't want to say gourmandy, but there's just something, there's real. A little love in there. Yeah,
woods, grasses, something real from what's going on outside that barbershop.
Like, I feel like if I were to open the door to this place, it's a real place. I can go see it. Right. Where sometimes when we smell a barbershop, it's like, okay, that might be the one from this movie. It's not really real, but they're trying to make it real.
Right.
This is actually real. I like the scent intensity on this too. It's
Me
not
too.
In your face. Where some of the other barbershops, everything's turned up so you can smell them. I like that this isn't at that max level. It's giving everything a chance to be able to get a whiff of.
And yet, this is important, all of the scent notes are strong enough for my nose to definitely get under them. For maybe 20% of our soaps, they are a little bit too light for my nose to really get up and under every single scent note. I can have a little bit more luck in the splash in those circumstances. So I do like that I really can sense this in its fullest body, I think. I'm
trying to figure out what makes this a barbershop, because it completely is. But there are parts to this that are so different than some of the other ones that we have that it's almost hard for me to pinpoint how to explain why this is still a barbershop.
Right. Do you get kind of a white stony thing? I really got a lot of that.
It's funny. I'm not getting that as much. I'm getting more of like the woods in the place than I am the countertops.
Right. And it's kind of a sweeter wood, maybe a mahogany kind of family without being mahogany, I think.
Yeah, and the herby stuff that's in here, it's somehow like with the citruses you were mentioning earlier, it's brighter and cleaner. Like, I almost feel like the dude giving me a shave or cutting my hair, I'm smelling his like kind of scent in the room with us.
What dude is giving her a shave?
I feel like this is a cool way of doing a barbershop because any age could be in this barbershop. Yeah. Sometimes for barbershops, when we say vintage, I feel like that's a little bit of a deterrent. Like, somebody younger may not want to use it.
Right.
This one is like an all ages welcome barbershop.
Yeah. I think that's part of the genius of the name.
Yes.
It's not a barbershop. It's a clip joint.
Yeah. Like, I feel like anyone could be in, like, I could even be sitting there waiting for you. Where a lot of the other times barbershops, I'm like, I don't think ladies are supposed to be in here. It's just for the gents to be hanging out.
This might be my contender for the hotel lobby scent of the year. You know how the Four Seasons or the Palace Hotel always have an EDP commissioned for their lobby and they change seasonally? This would be like spring or winter.
I feel like if those fancy hotels had their own barbershop connected, that would be where this lane is. It's not too fancy you can't go in there, but there is something a little turned up about the charm that's happening here. I really wish we had scent notes, because part of this I feel like I recognize. But the other part of it, I feel like if I had it listed out in front of me, I'd be able to get a better multiple choice. Like, I think there's probably lavender in here, maybe. I'm not getting as much talky stuff as you mentioned, but there is something clean about this place. And there are like minty-ish herbs meeting maybe a rosemary or some citruses, and I don't know the base. There's got to be a cedarwood or something in here, but that's all I can guess.
I have a secret.
Yeah?
Doug Lane and I think we might know where this comes from. Let me take a quick look at those scent notes. Hold on. Might this be lemon, bergamot, cool mint, lavender, green accord, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk?
I'm going to say yes, because the sweeter, not quite gourmandy thing, I think is the amber. That's what's adding the charm. We both got like a green, something like herby, even like if there was a little real outdoorsness coming in, the woodsy parts are there, and I was getting the mint, and I'm guessing the lavender with some citruses. So that's pretty much this list. If it's not, it's its best friend.
And why don't we use these as a little bit of a guide while we build a ladder? All right, y'all, back to the sales page at soappalooza.store.
Think vintage barbershop meets upscale lounge. Hey, you did say like a hotel.
Absolutely.
There you go. Refined, nostalgic, and effortlessly cool. That's a great way to put it.
Right. And if I'm right about this being the blend I think it has not yet been seen in the wet shaving world, and it starts with scent notes of
lemon, bergamot, so those are the citruses. Right. Then it meets a little barbershop-y action of things that we're used to. Cool mint, lavender, and green accord.
I think the cool mint is a little peppermint, a little spearmint, a little cool mint. I maybe even a little menthol. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a straight up peppermint at all. The lemon, I think, is what meets you. The bergamot sort of quells it a little bit, takes a little bit of the sour away from the lemon while letting it keep its personality. And then lavender and green in the center, giving it that soapy sense, but I think that's part of where the white stone is coming from for me.
Yeah, I gotta say those first 5, lemon, bergamot, cool mint, lavender, and green accord, that's the clean kind of welcome into the barbershop part of this whiff.
And then just enough of that sandalwood to give a little bit of a creamy finish without having to be the spiciness of the inside of that sandalwood that we've seen before. And then cedarwood, I think that's what gives it that cool breeze briskness for me, and this might be what we were trying to figure out, amber and musk. Do you get an amber?
I do, because I was trying to say there's something that has charm, and that was my way of saying it's sweet, but it's not gourmandy. There's just something in there. It doesn't make the scent go darker. Like, there's nothing that gets too dark about this scent, but that's as much of a basement as I'm kind of getting for this one.
And again, we're not entirely sure that this is the oil blend that they used at Soapalooza, but it very well might be.
There's a little spice to this for me.
Yeah.
So I think between the sandalwood, cedarwood, and amber, it's not like a cinnamon spice, but there's something that adds just a little of that charm here. And I think that's what makes it different than a lot of the barbershops we have.
All right, y'all, and this is my 50th birthday present from my beloved. This is my Grizzly Bay brush in the barbershop colorway. And my aquamarine captain's choice bowl. I love this thing. It was my first grown-up shave bowl I got in this hobby. There's a little bit of a purple
I always thought that too.
scene on that. You see that? Oh, there's some work been done.
Yeah.
To this soap. It's kind of about the consistency of a sterling, maybe.
But that coloring kind of stays all the way through.
Totally. And in the bowl, too. A little purple, lavender-ish. All right, y'all. And Sean and Julie Smaldrich sent us this fabulous bougie sprayer at the beginning of our journey. It's been one of our best friends. What do you mean you're not going to soak the brush? Craig at Opus Brush has forbid it. And we do what Craig says. I'm just going to start coming at that soap, trying to transfer it up onto the bristles. I don't want to build a lather yet. I just want to move it from one place to the other. And then I'm going to build the lather from the bristles a bit later. And once the soap stops transferring itself up onto the bristles, both turn the brush and maybe dip a little bit into the water. This is really coalescing. Once I add water.
See, her nose woke up too.
No, I might even say there's something familiar about it, but not from the shave soap world or even the perfuming world, but almost just like a place that my nose kind of knows. Huh. Oh, this is building nicely. There are some new things about this lather I've not really experienced before. It's a little creamier, a little thicker. Right from the onset.
Yeah, this is only our second from Soapalooza, so it's fun to get used to, like, after you've done a few with them, what part's the base and what part's the scent.
I know this.
Yeah?
I know this. There's something in the middle of this that's hitting me the same way that the white Wrigley spearmint gum does. It's
funny.
not spearmint at all. Like, it's not that flavor.
Okay.
But there's something just about the dapper, nostalgic scent of that stick of gum that jumps out at me. Carnation is in this. This may not be that list of scent notes after all. I think there's something new going on in here.
I still get a little kind of throw to a slight blue barbershop. But not all of it.
Yeah.
Just the little edges.
And I don't really get a patchouli in here at all, which might make us a little different than most of our other barbershops. Do you get patchouli?
No. And even with the Badger, that's usually a big test for a new artisan, I gotta say.
I must know this scent from somewhere because this makes me feel the same way as when I put on an old movie that I've watched a million times on a rainy afternoon. I never thought I'd be glad the post office is going to lose a package, but I am now.
We're not complaining.
Woo! It's warm and cold at the same time, and I know we never talk about that, but look at that, y'all. Ready to go right to the face, the legs, or anywhere you don't want hair. All right, this is something you only find here at the Barbershop Duet. This is the How Much Mint Is in This Whiff. On 3, 1, 2. This might be mint-centered, actually. Hold on.
That was the first thing I got.
Oh, I mean, it's in the background, and it's with a bunch of other players.
Yeah.
But it might be the loudest voice.
But I think it is the fact that it's the cool mint. There's it's not just mint. There's something else going on in there.
Let's be clear.
It's not a candied mint, and it's not a straight up super herby mint off the tree. Like something in there is a little more chill about it.
And I'm actually going to wet my face a little bit before I lather it, which I should probably do. We don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, but we thought you might like to see what this lather looks like when it goes on, a moneymaker. Look at this. You know?
I feel like I know what he might be shaving with tonight, y'all.
Just saying. Oh, and it's a lovely mid-intensity on the face. It does not crawl up your nose, and it could have. It's just like a super masculine soap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like this would smell good on anyone. I have to say, whatever that part of the mintiness, it does kind of help clean it up without getting too far into the barbershop lane.
Right.
Super padded lather, though, and slick somehow. Like, I feel like you're super protected. Like, if you were going to use a straight, like it's on this label, you'd be good.
It makes me think of my grandpa, but, like, not in an old way. Like, if he got up this morning and started shaving, oh my God, I just got some oak moss. There's oak moss in this!
It said green accord, if that is the list.
There is oak moss in this, and oak moss and I are not generally friends, which means it's being used perfectly in this, because this is the first wisp I'm getting of it, but it is there as sure as my butt looks south. You know, this is not entirely unrelated to both Black Watch and the Gent from Zingari and Seaforth that we covered last week. I would say those are kind of a similar lane of a super clean, minty, gentle, friendly barbershop.
I'm going to say you're probably right. But, you know, I do want to tell you, we have a little splash hanging out over there.
I forgot, and I'm a happy man. Come along with us. We're going to go deeper and open that bad boy. Alex Tunbertunst, thanks you. Can you?
Aloe, fragrance oil, calendula, and red clover.
Skin foodie goodness, y'all. I did the soap first, so why don't you take this in?
Okay.
See what you get, and then we'll go for a walk and take it outside.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I got it on the dog.
Oh, that's
it's okay.
right.
She'll smell great.
Lion. Ooh.
Oh.
You know, hold on.
Yeah.
Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at my face. Think Parasso green splash. A little bit of that in the green, in the mint. Absolutely. There's a little bit of that DNA in here.
If you needed somewhere to point your nose, that's a good way to at least help you pivot to what we're going for.
Right. And then it goes way less eucalyptus, goes off in its own whimsical, fun directions.
Right. But how the splash of Parasso green is not the same as the tub to me. It's the splash kind of side.
Correct. Or Awesome Sauce from PAA is homaging that. That's the lane. And I was just saying the other day, I can't find the Parasso green splash, and I need it. I use that thing all the time. The other reason I love the Parasso green splash is you can put it on, and 20 minutes later, it's gone. So you can put on something else for the rest of the day. So if you just shaved and you just want to put something on your face to brace it, give you a little menthol hit, and then decide on your scent a little bit later, Parasso green splash is my pony. And I love that this has got a little bit of that DNA for me.
Mm-hmm. The parts that were making the soap a little more masculine are a little quieter here. And that brighter citrusy minty side is what I'm left with as this is drying down.
Yeah, right.
So I would use the splash more than I thought just from smelling the soap. Sometimes it kind of lets me know if it's going to be a little more masculine or not as the day goes. But this I would actually probably throw on.
Yeah. And y'all new artisan, you're never sure how things are going to go. I was a little bit apprehensive about doing this today. Look at my face. I am so happy that we opened this one. I can't wait to experience this on our walk today.
I know. I gotta say, because it's a little cooler outside that the sun is up, I feel like that fresh breeze against this little minty cleanliness is gonna be fabulous.
And totally crowd-pleasing enough, where I think if you've never tried a soap palooza before, then being a rather new artisan, this would be a great place for just about anybody to start.
And a newer shaver that doesn't know if they would like a barbershop or what scent to go with. Right. I feel like this is kind of in that safe zone, crowd-pleasing kind of version of the barbershops.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be a postal worker, digging around the back corners of your post office in Sheboygan at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to find all these dead letters and dead boxes, but just about the time your eye lands on one that says Soap Palooza that should have been sent out 3 weeks ago, the Barbershop Duet are going to get their own. So head over to soappalooza.store to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with clip joint. Not a far walk from Invasion Barberia, but an entirely different type of construction. If you know that and you love those clean, sagey, spicy, grassy herby. Barbershops, this is your pony, and I love that there is nothing like it in the wet shaving world. And y'all, let's talk about the base. Beautiful, thick, creamy, protective without being foamy, wonderful post-shave feel. Y'all, Soappalooza is doing something right. We'll be back soon.
Welcome to our February messages.
Hey, y'all. So we reached out to Katie's Bubbles to see if they could get us a gift card to give away here on Messages. And Chris said we'd be more than happy to sponsor your giveaway for February and offer your lucky winner one premium soap of their choice from our entire line. And all you have to do to be eligible for this incredibly generous giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou@thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. Thank you, Chris, Cullen, and Katie's Bubbles. And then check back here on our first March episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
It's Cone US only. Don't forget.
So yeah, expectations were like, cha. And it ended up being like, cha.
It's still hard to at least put into words how this is a barbershop.
Yeah.
It completely is. But I think depending on the person themselves, there are sides of the barbershops. If you do like more of the kind of sweeter gourmandy, a little closer to the sterling side of barbershops compared to some of the other ones that we have that we call like more of a blue barbershop. This is a great way to have it be kind of in the middle with being its own thing, a little bit of a throwback, but also still super current somehow.
Right. And today somebody on Shaved asked, what does constitute a barbershop soap? And I put, maybe powdery, some of them. Mm-hmm. Maybe clean, soapy, medicinal, some of them. But mostly, for us, they're a scent that makes you feel like you belong.
Like how you belong here in our barbershop. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.